"Our marriage is strong," says Steve Harvey. In the realm of fabulousness and charm, where tales whirl like leaves in a tempest, there exists a romantic tale that challenges the chances. It's a story of Steve and Marjorie Harvey, two people whose adoration not just endures the determined investigation of the public eye, however flourishes in the midst of the bedlam of bogus claims. In the time of viral falsehood and online entertainment mania, Steve and Marjorie ended up at the focal point of a tempest. Murmurs of unfaithfulness and disloyalty coursed far and wide, taking steps to immerse the strong groundwork of their relationship. Be that as it may, underneath the outer layer of dramatis titles and outrageous tales, a striking romantic tale stayed unflinching. Steve Harvey, the magnetic joke artist and TV have, and Marjorie Harvey, his exquisite and steady spouse, have been together for quite a long time. They've faced life's hardships together, bringing up youngsters, building professions, and standing next to each other through various challenges. Theirs is a romantic tale that rouses and inspires, and it's a demonstration of the force of trust, responsibility, and genuine romance. As the phony news machine produced lecherous stories of selling out, the couple remained steadfast. They knew the reality of their affection, and they had the faithful help of loved ones who had seen the profundity of their association. The Harveys wouldn't let the commotion of tattle and hypothesis enter their bond. The couple's romantic tale has been one of reverence from fans and companions the same. Their solidarity isn't simply based on adoration yet in addition on regard, trust, and correspondence. In an industry where connections frequently disintegrate under the heaviness of popularity and public examination, Steve and Marjorie Harvey stand as an encouraging sign. Amidst these difficulties, it's important that the main big-name news and tattle locales and tabloids highlighted no anecdote about their separation. Famous sources like TMZ and Page 6, trusted by millions for their validity, were without any outrages including the Harveys. As a matter of fact, these locales, with their commitment to confirmed data, embody the significance of reality checking prior to surrendering to the charm of sentimentality. The couple kept on carrying on with their lives with beauty and strength. They giggled together, praised each other's accomplishments, and showed the world that genuine affection can't be influenced by the breezes of outlandish bits of hearsay. Their romantic tale rose above the commotion, filling in as an update that genuine love isn't effortlessly broken. As time elapsed, the phony news started to blur into haziness, supplanted by later embarrassments and shocking stories. The Harveys stayed immaculate by the tempest, rising up out of the bedlam with their adoration more grounded than any time in recent memory. Thus, the following time you hear murmurs of shocking stories and outrageous bits of gossip, recall the getting through romantic tale of Steve and Marjorie Harvey. They are a demonstration of the force of affection, trust, and responsibility. That's what they demonstrate. In a universe of deception, genuine romance generally figures out how to radiate through the haziness. What's more, in the event that you at any point question the validness of a story, recollect this: on the off chance that it didn't come from a believed source, it most likely didn't work out. Steve Harvey realized Marjorie Harvey was the lady he was intended to wed. The pair met in 1990 at a satire club and momentarily dated. Notwithstanding, there was something wrong with the timing. Years after the fact, Steve and Marjorie reconnected and secured the bunch in 2007. With their association came the mixing of their individual families, which incorporates a sum of 7 kids. Albeit the family quarrel had recently been hitched 2 times, his relationship with Marjorie is not normal for anything he's consistently capable. Marjorie meaningfully altered the manner in which I existed, he told individuals in 2012. I'd never been in a solid grown-up relationship. I'd never been faithful, I'd never been completely regarded. Marjorie concurred, telling individuals, we're closest companions. It's the initial time both of us has had somebody we can converse with about everything. Throughout their long-term relationship, the couple have had each other's backs, shared a lot of sweet minutes and even became grandparents. So who is Steve Harvey's significant other? Peruse on to figure out more about Marjorie Harvey. Despite the fact that Marjorie and Steve didn't get hitched until 2007, the pair met a very long time earlier when the entertainer was performing at a club in Memphis, Tennessee. They examined their most memorable gathering during a 2018 episode of Steve's syndicated program, The Steve Harvey Show. I was late, and I thought he planned to give me the business since he got genuine calm. He was simply gazing at me. I assumed I planned to turn out to be essential for the show, Marjorie told the crowd. He at last understood. Gracious, I need to say something. He was similar to, goodness, please accept my apologies. I don't have the foggiest idea what this identity is, yet I will wed her. While their association was quick, they at last headed out in a different direction following half a month of dating. I realized he was the one soon after I began dating him, however at that point he recently left. Vanished, Marjorie told Quintessence in 2014. Steve made sense of that he was not in a decent put monetarily and was centered around his profession at that point. Before a man can be useful to a lady, he must know what his identity is, what he does and the amount he will make, he told the magazine. North of 10 years after the fact, in 2005, he and Marjorie reconnected and the timing was correct. Steve's second union with Mary Shackelford had recently finished and he was new off his sitcom The Steve Harvey Show. She has Steve's guardian to thank for their get-together. At the point when Steve ended up single again in 2005, his protector recommended a get-together with Marjorie. As Steve reviewed to individuals in 2016, he told me, "Look, the possibly time I've at any point seen you cheerful was the point at which you were with that lady Marjorie. Presently, before you proceed to accomplish something idiotic and wed another lady, I'm calling her." Of their additional opportunity, Steve said, "It was like being renewed. I screwed up so often in my life. She had a significant effect. At the point when you're blissful at home, you can get a great deal of things going." Marjorie added, "When Steve returned into my life, it was easy." She and Steve got hitched in 2007. Marjorie and Steve marry on June 25, 2007. The couple celebrated 16 years of marriage in Lake Como, Italy. While there, they got looking sharp for an extraordinary wedding commemoration photo shoot. As yet continuing forward, Steve inscribed a video of him and his significant other on Instagram. She's mother to a huge mixed family. Together, Marjorie and Steve have 7 kids who make up one huge mixed family. Steve shares twin little girls Brandy and Carly and child Broderick with his most memorable spouse Marcia Harvey, as well as child Winton with Shackelford. Marjorie has 3 youngsters from a past marriage, Morgan, Jason, and Lori, whom Steve legitimately took on after their 2007 wedding. Despite the fact that Marjorie and Steve were prepared for another coexistence, their children were somewhat more reluctant about mixing their families. However, Marjorie had a few uplifting statements. "While you're managing a mixed family, everybody is coming from a position of broken," she told individuals in 2016. "We realized this was correct. In any case, I just told them, everybody is incorporated. Everybody approaches their folks. Anything you didn't have previously, don't allow that to disrupt what you can have now." Presently, she added, "We're mother and father to everyone." She's a grandparent. Notwithstanding their 7 children, Steve and Marjorie are additionally grandparents to 7 grandkids. During an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Steve shared that Marjorie loves being a grandparent. When inquired as to whether he feels the same way, the comic replied, "Not the slightest bit. I consumed all my time on Earth attempting to turn into a vacant nester. I maintained that my children should disappear and get out. Presently they return with additional individuals," Steve said. She runs an establishment with her significant other. In 2010, Marjorie and Steve began the Steve and Marjorie Harvey establishment, which helps under-resourced networks get the devices for progress, as per Steve Harvey's true site. The establishment's main goal is to offer admittance to administrations for youth that will assist them with prevailing throughout everyday life and becoming competent pioneers. One program under the establishment is Marjorie Harvey's Young Ladies Who Rule the World, which assists little kids with creating positive confidence and prevail in their schooling through coaching and different assets. Marjorie plays a functioning job in the program and has facilitated a get-together, shocked an understudy with a grant, and that's just the beginning. She and Steve both love style. Marjorie is exceptionally enthusiastic about style, which is something she and Steve share practically speaking. As you most likely are aware, you and I, that is something we share practically speaking. We both love design. I've been energetic about it for my entire life, she told Steve during a 2014 appearance on his syndicated program. The fashionista had hit to examine the style and way of life blog she had sent off that year, The Woman Loves Couture. Marjorie likewise grandstands her affection for style on her Instagram account, where she consistently posts photographs of her outfits. She and Steve have gone to a small bunch of style shows together over the course of the years too. She advised her significant other to keep his turning gray facial hair and mustache. During an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Steve made sense of how Marjorie was on the side of his turning gray hair. I was an extended getaway and I left my only for men hair dye at home because I had been kicking the bucket my mustache, you know, dark. So I was on holiday, so I didn't color it and its remainder began filling in, he shared. Furthermore, next thing I realized I went, damn. This is either going to be provocative or I'm monstrous as damnation, one of the two. He added of Marjorie, my significant other advised me to keep it. For now, all we can say is that their marriage is intact and we pray for them. What more do you know of this celebrity couple? Let's engage in comments. Stay locked for more factual and reliable stories from all over the world. We kindly encourage you to hit that subscribe button, like, and share.